Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Need for Speed Underground. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 4 and in today's episode we're going to be taking a look at the Downtown Series Tournament. So, pit your ride against 3 tuned up front drivers, win to add more performance upgrades to your shopping list. Alright, let's do this. Again, doing it on medium, as much as medium difficulty is starting to irritate me slowly and send me to the brink of madness, because for whatever reason apparently I can't win a race on medium, which is a little bit embarrassing when you think about it, but whatever. Is it bad that I actually kind of like the way that Focus looks? I mean, it's got a big mouth on it, but it actually doesn't look too bad. Anyways, we have a Civic, a Lancer, a Focus, and my Civic, of course, for the Downtown Series. Again, this is a tournament, free race tournament, as you would probably expect, and unfortunately it's a circuit race tournament, and apparently that Focus is going to try and kill me already. Nice. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do for you, Mr. Focus. I am going to punch you out of the way of that shortcut, although you probably weren't going to take it anyway. I don't hold grudges, so mind you, just saying, if his, if the opportunity comes up to, maybe give him a little tug around, I might go ahead and do so. Anyways, let's cut through the construction site once again. Taken this shortcut several times because it's a pretty good shortcut. Also, McDonald's advertisement. McDonald's. I would kind of like one of those right now. I don't know. Not going to get McDonald's tonight. I only had one the other night, so. Yeah, still. Whatever. I don't care what people say. Oh, it's unhealthy for you. I don't give a damn, to be perfectly honest with you, if it's unhealthy for me or not. Tell you what's unhealthy for me, let's play games like this, because they get kind of frustrating. Mind you, I'm not complaining too much. It's still a fun game. I like it. Anyways. Oh my god, it's a full-up race. Anyways. Oh, why can't it just be 2 laps? Why can't these all just be nice 2-lap races? 2-lap races are good. They're solid. They're absolutely hunky-bloody-dory. Anyways. Let's look down here. Not really sure which way around that particular building is the quickest way. I assume both ways sort of have their merits. They both probably measure out to an equal amount of distance travelled. One you sort of have to make a bigger turn later on, the other one you sort of turn into... Okay, that was odd. Not quite sure what was going on there, but there you go. Ooh, also missed the truck. And there's a truck. Gonna flip him off. I don't know. Is that the Focus? Like the pink Focus? Just casually taking leaps and bounds, should we say? Yeah, I think what that car was trying... Oh, that's what that car was trying to do. Apologies. I may have killed the mailman. That's not something I wanted to do, but... it happens sometimes, I guess. Anyways, that's my excuse. It happens sometimes. I don't plan to crash into these people, it just ends up happening. So where the hell did that Focus go? I swear the Focus was like bearing down on me and now he's sort of not. He's gone relatively... he's gone about 5 seconds behind. I have no idea what's happening with that fella, but there you go. Of course he's a fella. What's up, fella? I don't know. I'm not Sheamus. Also, this Underground Let's Play has had quite a few WWE references already. I should probably stop. In fact, I think the last episode might have been the only one that hasn't had one so far. Anyways, do the jumps. Do the jumps. There's no traffic, thank Christ. As we're almost coming on to the final lap. Been a slightly uneventful race, really. Whoa. Other than that occasionally happening, I really hate that final corner. It always catches me out. Every single time I do a race on this circuit, there's no real good way to take that final corner. So, it can get a little bit confusing, but there you go. It does happen sometimes. Alright, as we come around here. Who's in the race? Terry, Presley, and Scott, apparently, is the names of our opponents, as I try and downshift as much as I can. We'll go down the shorter route. The reason I took the other route earlier is because I was trying to see if I would get any more style points from it. I'm not sure if I did actually or not, so that sort of experiment failed because I don't actually remember what the results of the experiment were. Try not to hit that van. That would be a bad to hit said van. And a jump. And a jump. And a jump. Hey. Jumping for joy. That's what we're doing. Jumping for joy. Alright. Come down here. Brake. And across the line. Alright. Pretty, again, a relatively uneventful race. That, if nothing else. So yeah, there we go. Anyways, got a hell of a lot of style points from it, though. We move on to the next race. Not sure where it's going, but I'm sure it'll go somewhere interesting. I don't know. Sure. Have to see where it takes us. I swear that says underground. Or am I just not... It might just be a bad reflection. It probably is a bad reflection. But I'd like to believe it was underground, because why not? And go! Alright. I wonder if is the stock Lancer still four-wheel drive? I'm not too sure. I know the Impreza is. Or the Impreza. Which hopefully we unlock soon. Because I would kind of like to use the Impreza. My rule on using the Impreza is I'm not going to use the Impreza until I have a good enough WRX fake wing for it. So... for now, I might just use some of the cars which, you know, I wouldn't particularly heavily modify, and then the cars that I would heavily modify, I'll use them later on, sort of when we unlock more sort of bits. So, yeah, I guess that's sort of the plan for now. As oh god, have a slight issue through there, everything locks. Doesn't really matter though, because there's still 4 laps to go. Oh my god, why is this 4 laps as well? Why is it all 4 laps? I guess this is sort of a big tournament in the game because it unlocks you more performance bits. And by more performance bits, I mean also, yeah, that's that's the same focus that screwed me last time, so I'm allowing myself to do that. But yeah. It does unlock you more performance parts, this, i.e. suspension, nitrous, and weight reduction. All of which are useful. So yeah, I guess that's sort of why this is a bit of a longer tournament, because it's one of the ones that mean the most. You are not doing that to me, sir. You're trying to push me into the barrier. It's like, no, that's not going to happen, sir. That's not going to happen. This will not stand. Anyways. We are doing pretty darn well in these races so far. Again, not really too many dramas, although that being said, I'm going to do the same thing again, although this time I'm not going to end up going backwards, which is nice. I might just stop taking the construction shortcut on this particular track, because it doesn't seem to be doing me any favours, sort of with the ways I'm supposed to be going and the way the surface is laid out. It is not a good idea to do that. Alright, let's nip through the posts. Yep, there we go. Approach the finish line once again, coming on to the third of 4th lap. Third of 4th, sure. Third of 3 of 4. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm trying to pad these out, anyways. We have got a decent lead on our competitors, actually, which at least gives us time for one big-ish accident, because of course it will happen. Believe me, it will, because of course it will, because it's me driving, and me driving doesn't often end particularly well. Ooh, okay, that was an interesting landing. That was very Swan-like. Oh god, trolleys. Got some power sliding points though, so it's fine, don't worry about it. Do not worry about it, sir. It's fine. It's fine. Your dog is safe. Oh no. Through the puddle again, coming on to the final lap. We should win this race, because what have I got? 8 seconds on the guy behind, 11 seconds on the guy behind him, and 19 seconds on last place. So, yeah, we're looking pretty good in this race. Apparently the Focus is the most dominant of all the cars here today. Well, apart from my Civic, obviously. Which has apparently lost the wing mirror. Yeah, there is some... It's actually kind of strange. There is some damage in this game. You can lose wing mirrors and your rear license plate. That's all you can lose on this game. But yeah, anyways, I'm not going to take the shortcut, because that's going to take more hassle trying to get into it than it is to just go around. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe going around, because the jumps do shave off some speed from your car as well, depending on the way you land them, so maybe that's the best way to go around that, but yeah, I'm not particularly too keen on measuring it, so I'll just take whatever route is best for me at the time, I guess. Anyways, we have way more than 10 seconds on the guy behind us, which means we are going to, well, be victorious in this race, which is cool. So there we go. The Lancer was 20 seconds behind. Jeez. We have unlocked the Vortex car. There you go. So I should explain. And I mentioned this when I was sort of going through the style point system. Basically, you can unlock bonus cars. The bonus cars are for quick race only. You can't get them in career. But they're like specially tuned versions of cars. There's a few interesting ones in there. Some of the bands in this game have sort of produced their own specially designed vehicles for it, which is pretty cool. So, alright, take two, because this game really likes to dick me sometimes. I hate this track as well. This track is like it's my unicorn. I do not like this track. So you can fuck off instantly. Now, I'm going to try and attack that. Right, it isn't particularly sportsmanlike. However, I will quickly explain this. Any chance I get to attack that focus, I will attack it. You see, what happened in that last race is, through a mixture of catch-up buggery, as well as the fact that I just genuinely do not get along with this track. You know, I don't even think it's that bad a track. I don't know why I have so many issues around this track, but I do. Yeah, basically, I just kind of got dicked. I got overtaken quite a lot on the last corner, as usually happens in this game, because that's what happens. Also, I don't want to complain too much at the start of this game, but it is really starting to frustrate me. I might just turn it down to easy and just fucking blow through the game. Because I don't really care for constantly doing retakes and stuff. I don't like to do that. I like to sort of just get on with it, if you know what I mean. You know. Anyways, you may notice I'm sort of trying to aim. I'll try and explain stuff that I explained in the last take. You may have noticed by now, sort of what I'm sort of going for with this Let's Play. I'm going to go for about 20 minutes an episode. Just because I think 20 minutes, you can get a decent amount in 20 minutes. This tournament's going to take up about 20 minutes, actually. But yeah, this tournament, I'm going to, or indeed these episodes, I'm going to try and limit them to roughly 20 minutes. You know, about half an hour is my absolute limit, I would say. Because that just makes them a little bit easier to sort of cut down, a little bit easier to digest. And also, Underground isn't a particularly long game. It's about the same as Carbon in terms of length, I believe. It takes roughly 6 hours from start to finish. Also, yeah, that's an issue. So there's another 4-lap race, which honestly, that's the thing that infuriates me most about this. Again, I don't mind losing sprint races on the last corner, but it's when you lose like fucking 4-lap circuit races. Like, it's like, come on, seriously, get a grip. But whatever. So I've basically figured out to win in this, I need to either come second and the focus wins, or I can come anywhere I want provided the focus does not win. So again, that's another reason why I'm sort of, again, I might be getting dicked by karma, but that's another reason why I keep going after that focus, because essentially if I can get second, I'll be fine. If I can get third, I'll be tied. And unfortunately on this game, I do believe in the event of a tie, the game usually just gives it to its own AI. Although, I will take that happening to you, sir, nicely. I think I might have put him in a wall as well, which would be equally brilliant if I did. I don't think I slowed him down too much, but yeah. I certainly managed to slow him down just that little bit by the looks of it. Let's skip our way through here. Alright. Yeah, this is sort of one of the more problematic places on this track, sort of this bumpy alleyway. It's sort of really hard to sort of keep control of the car through here, and you will eventually just bang into an unprotected wall. Also, this particular spot of the track as well can be a bit of a nightmare. For whatever reason, that jump can be a bit of an issue for me. If you ever want to take jumps in this game, it's pretty simple. Simply just aim the car for the middle of the ramp and do not change steering when you're about to go over the ramp. Do not make any steering inputs on your way up to it, because otherwise the car will just spin you out, and you don't particularly want that to happen. So yeah, anyways. Final lap. Luckily my other AI competitors seem to be pretty far behind. The Focus is essentially on top of me, but ignoring that, I mean, again, I can afford for the Focus to win, provided I take the second place, so. I would like to go flawless though, so that'd be something nice. Also, I did bank some style points again. I banked about 3,000 style points because I was kind of curious to see what would happen at the end. I thought I might be able to just get away with becoming last, but no, apparently the Focus beat me by 2 points, which is always... It's always lovely when that happens, isn't it, in the final race? Like, he's the worst driver. He's not as good at... I've won more races than him, but because he's slightly more consistent, it's like, oh, hey, guess what? So... Anyway, his Focus is bearing down on me. I've got about a second on him, though, so hopefully I should be fine. As we bounce. Bounce. Bounce our way to the line. There we go. Alright, that's the end of the race. Yeah, so 24 points, which means we win the championship. We also unlock the Alpine Vinyl, 5 grand. Weight reduction, suspension and nitrous, and the Stadium Circuit Track, the Atlantica Circuit Track reverse as well. So, a pretty good amount of goodies there, I guess. Alright, let's just go ahead and put that performance stuff on the car. Because weight reduction, bro. Suspension, bro. And nitrous oxide, finally. Alright, what have we got to... what have we got in the race map? A time trial. Alright, let's do one time trial, actually.
Nah, this stuff's weak. Anybody can buy this crap. Trust me, you don't want this stuff. Hey, I got what you need. Get real. There are some parts you can't buy at any price. I'm the only one that can make it happen for you. Oh, dude. Good thing I'm here to help you fix up your wheels. Win this next event.
Alright, see if you can get to the city prison in 242. Alright, let's do that. So yeah, another one of these time trials. This time I believe it's for a visual part. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll take that. Install level 3 nitrous oxide for maximum speed burst. Also, the taillights on that Impreza are pretty horrible, to say the least. Alright, let's see how well we do here. Thanks to our upgraded performance, we should do pretty well. But we know what this game's like. It likes to dick us sometimes, so maybe not. We'll have to see. Anyways, we seem to have gotten off to a good start. So we've essentially got to reach the prison. Again, the prison is sort of what I like to describe as one of the more unique districts in this game. There's a lot of tunnels near there, and so on. Quite a few races take place in and around the prison as well. So, yeah, bear that in mind. Also, I crashed into a car, which I really shouldn't have done. I crashed into a wall, which I shouldn't have done. Come on, get it together, man. Jesus Christ. VMAX. VMAX. Oh, no. Anyways. Right, into Chinatown we go. Apparently, we may have just phased through that gate. Also, I do not like the light trails on those lights there. They're very trippy. Again, for a 2003 game, you got to admit, graphically, this game is actually pretty darn good. In fact, to be honest with you, it kind of actually rivals Underground 2 in how good it really looks. So, that's something a bit interesting. I'm not a huge fan of... so, I don't know. I kind of believe Underground 1 might actually look a little bit better than 2. Just in certain aspects. In other aspects of 2, it obviously looks better. And obviously 2... has a lot more going on thanks to its open world and so on. So it's got a lot more it needs to render and so on. But I do think graphically, Underground 1 might be the actually slightly superior of the 2 games. Anyways, cheeky little shortcut in there for you. I definitely recommend taking that shortcut anytime you need to race in or around Chinatown. Because it makes it a lot easier. Right, let's try and take my strategy when it comes to this jump. Do not hit the steering. There we go. pretty decent landing and so on. Don't adjust the car yet. Alright, there we go. Okay, we are now in this part of town, which we were just in a minute ago, as you can tell by the fact there's bowling and there's the money sign and there's a McDonald's advertisement over behind us, which I forgot how to look behind. There we go. Okay. As we come into jail, you'll sort of see what I mean by the tunnels and so on. So there's the big underground tunnel here. This can give you some nightmares because look at all those big steel beams you can crash into. And they will mess you up if you crash into them. Believe me, they will destroy you. Anyways, once again, apparently I would manage to beat the time trial on hard. So I like it how I'm finding the races that I usually find quite easy, difficult. And I like it how I'm also finding the time trials, which I usually find impossible, to actually be pretty easy. It's strange. Anyways, our car is featured in the magazine, 125, and Samantha has offered you a choice of one of 3 hoods, so that's cool. So let's go and take the picture, look at the hoods, and wrap this episode up. Okay, so we're going to look at the hoods first. So we have a choice of the G-Force, which is literally a roof scoop on my bonnet, which I don't want. The Formula style carbon fibre, and then there's the Speed carbon fibre, and I think I'm going to go for the Speed, just because that's the one I personally prefer. And we also get on auto press. So there we go. Apparently our car is featured in a German magazine now, which is always good. Anyways, friends, that is it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to be tackling a circuit race, a drag race, and all sorts of other stuff, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been The Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.